Greetings from the compost pile at the Fredericktown homestead. This is going to be a job, forking this pile into this enclosure. I was born in 1951, and yeah, I'm feeling it. Hard to get it just exactly round, but I'm thinking that once it gets pressure equalized all the way around, maybe it'll round itself out some. It's kind of a teardrop right now, but even that's okay. This is a 16-foot, $23 cattle panel, 60 inches tall, and 60-inch chicken wire. I had a roll of it from when Roger was doing the greenhouse project, and I used 16 feet of it. What I did was I curled it over here at the ends. You see, I just cut it and curled it around the beam, the last beam, and then part way through, if I can find it, right here, in a couple places I cut it and wrapped it around just to hold the chicken wire to the cattle panel. That's the way I did that, and that in itself, even without all the forking that's going to happen, was quite a job, but I got it done. Me and the livestock guardian dog right under my feet the whole time, and there's been two cats around here very interested in the whole project too. But yeah, I emptied out the cart thinking that I might use that for some of these kindling wood pieces. Oh, if I had pigs, boy, the pigs would love this. Oh, the pigs would love this. Even the livestock guardian dog loves it. He does. Pigs go wild. But I can't have pigs until somebody's living here on a homestead. I need somebody to live here with me. There's a position available here for a family, a couple, or just the right individual who wants to raise their own food. We got a house, we got gardens, we got barn, we got shop, got lots of land, got cheap rent, got cheap electricity, got 5G internet. It uploads one of these videos in shorter than the time it takes to record it. We really got an ideal place here for, and we're right in the middle of an Amish community, of course. Cheap rent, $500 rent, and I pay half, so you can't beat that with a stick. We got this garden here, peas all in blossom, garlic just about done, that one down there covered, and then you can just see the back gardens. I've showed you them in other videos, but they're all in cover crop, waiting for you to get here. The two strips I did first are all in bloom now. Honeybees are coming in to gather the pollen. If you'd like to raise your own food, if you'd like to live in an Amish community, if you'd like to get away from the grocery stores and eat healthier, this would be a good opportunity for you. We're in central mid-Ohio. We're between Cleveland and Columbus, between Mount Hope and Kenton on the Amish scale. We're in the Fredericktown Amish community, the 5th largest cohesive Amish community in the world. Cohesive in that they all follow the same ordnang, all 225 plus families all follow the same set of rules. They all do things the same way. And they're old order. They don't use electricity. They come around on horse and buggies. And my neighbors are all Amish. Most of the people I talk to are Amish. Although I did have a great telephone call this morning from my old partner, friend, cohort in New Hampshire, Charlie Spaulding. He called me, and he's still alive. My other partner, Doug Newton, he's dead. But Charlie's still alive. He's still doing good. He's had pancreatic cancer and come around through that. And he's got himself a gig in the springtime where he trims up fruit trees and charges people an arm and a leg for it because they don't know how to do it. But hey, it's really pretty simple once you know how to do it. But yeah, Charlie and I did some fruit tree trimming together when we worked in the orchard. I worked in the orchard and he came along sometimes. Yeah. They've got internet in Bradford now. They've got a cell tower. They built the mast the last time I was up there several years ago, and didn't have any equipment on it, but now they've got good cell service in Bradford. That's a new one. That Bradford, or New Hampshire, I mean, was slow to do the cell towers. They didn't want cell towers. For a long time, the only place you could get cell coverage was along the interstates. But I guess now they're coming into it and building cell towers, or putting the equipment up they need. And so Bradford, my home stomping ground up there, has cell coverage now. We have 5G here. It's pretty amazing, really, 5G is. I can tether my laptop or my tablet to my phone, and after I've used X amount, it slows down to 15%, I think it is. It's supposed to be very slow, but with 5G you get 15% of 5G and you're still faster than fast. You can do things at lightning speed on the laptop or the tablet. You don't even need internet. You need internet, but you don't need Wi-Fi. That's what you don't need. But I've said all this before, but I'm saying it again this morning. It's the 3rd of June, and I'm looking for somebody to come and live here to grow their own food on the farm. You got a compost pile here that is waiting for you. You got a nice fork. If you're the kind of person that wants to fork a pile this big into a container this round, this is the spot for you. And I'm creating more sawdust and more grass clippings as we speak. This year's got to be mowed. That'll be grass clippings. I got a wheelbarrow full of shavings in there. I think I'm going to put it right here. This looks like a good location, central to everything. It kind of shows off the importance of the compost pile by having it right here, inside out front. It's kind of like having your TV right in the middle of your living room. Have your compost pile right in the forefront of your front yard. And I don't do TV. Haven't done TV for years and years now. I do watch a lot of YouTube, and I post daily on YouTube. I pledge to put up at least one video per day for at least 100 days. And I see by looking at my stats that I haven't done that yet, but I'm continuing to post, and I'm continuing to watch some of the more and more of the homesteaders that are YouTubers. Don't do a outside job now. The YouTube is their job. Standing here talking to your camera is their job. And so I'm just standing here talking to my camera for your benefit and mine, so that when you get here, perhaps we will have been monetized, maybe, perhaps not, but it's something to work towards so that we can make our living partially or in part on YouTube. One thing I got going here is the Amish often pay me in wood. I got a lift there, and I got another lift inside the corn crib. I got several lifts inside the shop, and I got 2 more lifts that are paid for and coming soon. Might come today. I got to clean up that mess right there, and I've got another mess inside the corn crib that I gotta cut up and make into kindling. But yeah, you know, I get paid in wood, so with wood prices the way they are, I go through and grade the wood and take the best of it and stick it, and cut the worst of it into kindling, cut the mid-grade into stickers for the others, and pile it in a way that'll dry. And that's all here, and that's all yours to use if you choose to come and live here. We got a shop with planer and various tools. I just picked up new planer blades this morning. I tried to get another sander, but these were out of stock. A lot of stuff out of stock. But yeah, if you want to raise your own food, contact me. My email address is Jbthemilker. JB, that's my name, JB Brown, but the email is Jbthemilker. THEJBTHEMILKER @gmail.com. Jbthemilker@gmail.com. Contact me. I don't own this place. I rent it. You'll never own this place, but you can call it your own. You can live here and benefit from the soil, from the space, from the house, from the barn, from the water, from the electricity. Our electricity bill last month was $47. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying this, and I know it's repetitious. You've heard it before, but it's here. I was telling Charlie Spaulding, my friend in Bradford, New Hampshire, my old partner and friend, I was telling him that I sure would like to be doing pigs right now. And he said, he said he's got 3 pigs in the barn. He raises barn pigs. He has a system that he uses, different from my system. And we just agreed to disagree on pigs, but he paid $125 for his piglets. I got 4 pigs promised to me from Red Tool House down there, Troy McCollum in West Virginia, but I can't have them. I can't take them. I can't go down and get them because I don't have anybody living here. I go on trips. I've used this big buggy which needs to be replaced, by the way, but I use this big buggy to haul the Amish. And I just booked a trip to Wyoming. I have a trip to the Outer Banks. I have a trip to hunting out to Montana in the fall. Several, and then I've turned down any number of trips because of the health of the van. But so I'm not here a lot of the time, and I can't raise pigs or sheep or chickens, meat birds, egg birds, ducks, geese. Although I've raised all these things in the past, I've gotten them ready for the dinner table. Stem to stern, I've done all this stuff, and I'm willing to share it with you. If you come to live here, I'll teach you all I know. I learned a lot from Archie Morse, who was born in 1896. He was the first one, or he was in town anyway, when the first automobile came to Henniker, New Hampshire. And he was born in 1896. He taught me a lot of the old ways. He taught me a lot of what he learned from living through the Great Depression. He told me about his one time he was plowing with 2 mules, and he went in for lunch and left the mules hooked up out in the field at the end of a furrow, and he went in for lunch and he came back out and there was only 1 mule still hitched to the plow. And he went to the house and said, "You wouldn't believe this, but one of my mules unhooked itself and is gone." His brother said, "Yeah, well, I sold my mule." And of course they did everything as a family, and so one brother figured he owned one of the mules, and he went right ahead and sold it. That's a story that Archie Morse told. He used to like to tell stories like that, and it was really fun to listen to him. We got another shower coming now, so that'll fill up the tote. Rainwater collection system I got going. What a beautiful place. Wouldn't you like to live here? Wouldn't you like to call this home? Wouldn't you like to be able to come out and shop and just do stuff? Maybe you'd like to make crates. I do. I've made several here. That's all finished wood. It's all been planed 4 sides and ready to use. That's all maple that's dried down below 8%. Pretty nice. I've made some shelves. I'd like to make more. I've got the wood. I'd like to make more. And I've got this brand, a couple brands that I use. I heat a brand up on the hot plate and then use a torch to finish it, and I got 2 brands that I use. This one's upside down. I'll turn it over for you. That brand depicts haying day among the Amish. They use a hay picker-upper. 3 kids on the hay wagon. It's not a very clear picture. I wasn't real happy with the way the brand come out, but I got that. And stacks of wood drying. Lots of kindling. That's lots of kindling. Gotta be doing some picking up here. Gotta clean up. But I'm not home a lot. When I get a chance to work in the shop. I do what I can and pick up as much as I can. It becomes a matter of where to put the stuff. I don't want to burn good kindling right now. I mean, just burn it for the sake of getting rid of it. I'd like to somehow either spread the wealth with the Amish or find some way of warehousing it. Bear! Bear! Him and the boy cat, they play all day long. And it gets old. I used to cut wood for a living for a long time, over 20 years. Still got 2 of my old saws. If you'd like to come here and share this with me, like I say, I'm not here a lot of the time, but you could even share the livestock guardian dog, Bear Dog. Bear is actually a female, but I always refer to him as he because he's got a male name. He's named after Bear in the Arms family homestead, who's also an Anatolian shepherd, a livestock guardian dog. When I got him, I had high hopes for having a small flock of sheep for him to look after, and pigs and chickens, but I got nobody living here, so I can't get those things. And so he's just a livestock guardian dog to 2 cats, and he's a bit frustrated and a bit lonely. I go away for a week at a time, and he doesn't know what's going on. The boys come down from the farm next door, the Amish boys, and they feed him, but he needs somebody here to grow food, grow chickens, and grow pigs, and grow what have you, so he can be a livestock guardian dog. He's a lot like Bear on Arms family homestead. Always in his face. Daniel has a problem with his dog always being in his face. You'll see that in a lot of videos. Bear Dog won't be with him because he's just too much of a hassle. Well, this one proves to be a hassle. You want to do something, he's right in your face. You should have seen him when I was putting together that compost fence. Alright, I guess I've said my piece. If you want to get a hold of me, my email is jbthemilker@gmail.com. Look for me on Facebook. It's capital J, small b, Brown is my Facebook page. And you'll see my picture on there. That's what I look like. I think I'm wearing a felt hat in the Facebook avatar, but yeah. Contact me. I'm not Amish and I never will be, but I'm part of the Fredericktown Amish community. They call me and just asking about my welfare sometimes. Several people have called me this morning. I guess 3 of them have called me this morning just asking about the van and about how I'm doing and if I'm in town and all those sort of things. So I'm not Amish and I never will be, but I'm a part of the community. And you will be if you come here. You'll be a part of the community. And you'll have to contend with a livestock guardian dog that just wants so much attention all the time. He says, "You've been gone for 10 days. Pay attention to me." Oh, Bear Dog. It's raining pretty good out there now. I guess I'm going to work in the shop and not shovel compost. I'm hoping one of the Amish boys will come on down and do some of that forking. All right. Bear and I say God bless from the Fredericktown homestead.